check one, two, check one, two. How's it all going, man? How you all doing, man? What is going on? I just saw online Richard Pryor's widow, and I don't think it was his first wife, his second wife. He was married to only for 12 months from like 1981 to 82, and then remarried him 4 years before his death when he was like, practically couldn't move. She was calling out Bill Cosby, saying he's the biggest, this and that on earth. I mean, let's face it, man. You remarried Richard Pryor, could it possibly have been to get a little fortune there, possibly his will or whatnot. She remarries in the last 4 years of his life. Yeah, she took care of him, that was great, but there could have been other incentives too, financial. We don't know. We can't spell it out. Just like Juliana Rancic, is that her name? Her comments about that girl's dreadlocks and stuff like that. And then you have that newscaster who made a comment, what'd she say, jigaboos, and then this is crazy, man. A lot of people, brothers, are getting hit from all sides, man. And then, who's the other one? Oh, Rudy Guiliani about the president saying he's not American. He's just as American as you, my brother. I know Giuliani's done a lot of cool things and stuff like that, but, it's like this verbal, almost whining and stuff like that. I mean, let's face it, Obama became president twice. I'm not saying I disagree with a lot of things other people say about him, but he did win the presidency twice. People voted him in. And, it's like Jewish people make rude comments about everybody. They're just rude to everyone. But Italians seem to single out certain people. That's probably the differences that I can see in culture. And what was I going to add to that? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, look at plenty of Italians are married to black people. Look at the two most visible people in New York City. Robert De Niro's wife is African American or black, whatever you want to call it. Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, his wife is black. Old timers like Vic Damone was married, I believe, to an African American woman. There are tons of people, tons of Italians, more than anyone I know of any sort of white Anglo-Saxon, maybe even Spanish. Well, Spanish it could be more, but the nature of that, man, that's kind of crazy that they're sort of like ripping apart these people. They tend to, and I know a lot of people, I should repeat, I know a lot of people in my gym and neighbors that have African American children that, have had flings or gone out with them or whatnot, vice versa, and they have like black children. And I'm not saying other groups don't. Plenty of groups, Middle Americans do, and Jews or whatever, so it's not, I'm not singling anyone out, I'm just stating the facts. That more than any other group that I know outside of maybe not even Puerto Ricans, I would say like Italians and blacks sort of, which is cool, joined together. So I don't know if it's a racial thing, what Giuliani said. I'm not stating that it is or isn't. It just seems kind of odd because you have people like John McCain also who complains about Obama all the time. And a lot of things they say are are correct on the money, and a few things aren't. But I think he likes America as much as anyone else. He has a weird way of showing it sometimes, Obama. But take away his, complete dignity, Americana is a little, I think, overstepping the line there. Jon Stewart said it best, and I can't even remember what he said, but, oh yeah, you don't own 9/11. And I don't even watch Jon Stewart, I just watch the clips online. I watch O'Reilly Factor, Hannity occasionally, and Megyn Kelly occasionally. Well, more than occasionally, probably, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm conservative. I'm still very independent. Lean is just as, have as many positives to the left as the right, if not more, or the right to the left, if not more. So I see it definitely right down the middle. So I'm right down the middle on mainstream America. That's weird. Anyways, back to the Bill Cosby thing, man. Excuse me. Yeah, so his wife, yeah, she did help him out the last few years of life, which a lot of people probably wouldn't have, but do we know? Did she get all of his will money? You know what I mean? She was married for 12 months, 1981, 1982, and then all of a sudden, the last 4 years, 2001 to 2005, or 2002 to 2006, or whatever year he passed, somewhere around there, all of a sudden she's married to him again. I mean, hopefully it's for the good reasons, but she said Bill Cosby slept with anything that moved and was a piece of carapo. That was her quote. So he's getting really bashed, I think, way too much. I mean, where were all these people 20, 30, 40, 10 years ago? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he deserves some of it, don't get me wrong. I've had issues with him, too, like when he wore the T-shirt to that Jewish guy's funeral, whatever, and so forth and so forth. There are other things too that I've heard, like a limo driver once told me, a guy who drove limos, that he hated white people and stuff like that. Don't quote me. But we don't know what's up with all that, and so forth and so forth. So I gotta get out of here. Alright, peace.